going on, YouTube, fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one, fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. When we meet people, it's safe to say, even after knowing them for a period of time, you still only know a shell of that person. Situations and relationships can reveal an individual's true colors. For example, you are a single woman, you meet a man, date, fall in love. This person might portray themselves in the beginning as a protector, provider, and loving individual. You get into a committed relationship and choose to have a child together. For a lot of people, men and women, this is where things can get tricky. Now you two have brought a life in this world that you both are responsible to take care of for at least 18 years. Some go out here and make it happen for their seed, even if the relationship with the child's other parent doesn't work out. Some parents understand co-parenting and making sure they handle their business. But on the flip side of that, having a child by a person can also bring out their true intentions, whether it's control, manipulation, spitefulness. Once you share a young life with an individual, it can be hard to shake them because now you become bonded almost for life. And it really gets wild when you realize everything you thought you knew and loved about that individual was a whole lie. And in some people's minds, once they have a baby by you, you owe them something or belong to them for life. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Indianapolis, Indiana to discuss a case of a man who snapped because his baby mother refused to give him any of her stimulus check. Back in 2021, a young mother, who we will be calling Jasmine for the sake of this video, was trying to put the pieces of her life back together. She had a 7-year-old daughter named Eve Moore from a previous relationship and another 6-month-old baby girl by her ex-boyfriend, 25-year-old Malik Halfacre. The two had a toxic situation when they were together, from Malik shooting Jasmine's car up over 8 times after being angry at her in 2020, even slashing her tires on the whip and putting sugar in her gas tank when he felt she wasn't letting him spend enough time with his daughter. Malik was known to carry around a gun and often pop up on Jasmine, even when they broke things off, causing the young lady to file a restraining order on him. Fast forward to March 2021, everything was going good. Jasmine was working to support herself and her kids and standing on her own 2 feet. With her youngest daughter, she couldn't count on Malik, who was not working and only chose to keep tabs on her and try to finesse her for a few dollars every now and again when she got paid. No matter how far Jasmine tried to go or get away, Malik would follow her and ignore the restraining order, to the point relatives felt the young woman was scared of him. When the pandemic hit and people were getting stimulus checks, Jasmine also received one, $1,400. With the money, she could do something nice for Eve, who had just turned 7 years old, March 10th. Also for her baby girl. But once Malik found out she had that kind of bread, he went to the home Jasmine was staying at on Randolph Street on the city's east side. Malik demanded she give him half of the check, but this time Jasmine wasn't going for it. She even offered to give him $400 and something, but it wasn't enough. She told him no, she had things to take care of and had to do for the kids. Malik, angry, looked at her before leaving and stating, "I bet you give me half of that money." On Saturday, March 13th, 2021, Jasmine was at the home with Eve, the other baby girl, her mother, 44-year-old Tamika Brown, her brother, 23-year-old Daquan Moore, her cousin, 35-year-old Anthony Johnson. They were all relaxing and having a family night when Malik showed up and started back asking Jasmine about the stimulus check. After a brief back and forth, the argument caught the attention of Daquan, who decided to come to her sister's aid, with her cousin Anthony right beside him. As Malik boldly tried to go in her purse and take the bread, Daquan pushed Malik like, "Bro, My sister told you no. Leave her and her money alone. This made Malik angry. Used to having control over Jasmine, he looked at Daquan before pulling out a gun and shooting him. Then turned his attention to Anthony and shot him as well. When Miss Tamika screamed, Malik shot her. As little Eve was confused, she also yelled at Malik to stop before he also let off shots at her. Then pointed the gun at Jasmine and shot her once in the back. Hurt and pleading with Malik, she told him, "Please take me to the hospital." Realizing what he had done, Malik ran back in the house to get his baby girl, took the money out of Jasmine's purse and some car keys and fled the home. Jasmine was able to run to the neighbor's house while Malik was still inside the home. She knocked on the door, frantic, and told them she was shot, called the police. Her baby father had snapped and hit everybody in the house. She was the only one who made it out. When police arrived to the scene, they spoke to Jasmine, who told them what Malik had did, and her family needed help next door. She was rushed to a local hospital. As police entered the home, they found the bodies of Tamika, Anthony, Daquan, and Eve, unfortunately already gone on the scene. Immediately a bolo was put out on Malik, also an Amber Alert for the baby girl, who he took. The next morning, Malik's sister called police and stated he came by after the shooting, told her what he had done to Jasmine's family, and asked her to keep the baby girl because he had to get out of town. But first, he was going by a friend's house to lay low. She gave him the address to the friend's house. As SWAT teams pulled up, Malik refused to leave the home, even as they used tear gas and other tactics. Knowing he was armed, they used caution so no one else would be hurt. After a standoff, Malik finally surrendered and was taken into custody. Fortunately, Jasmine had survived. Also, their baby girl was safe with his sister. In the interrogation room, Malik admitted, "Yeah, I did it. I shot everybody because I wanted half of the check." He stated he really got mad when Daquan pushed him and told him to leave and leave his sister alone. When asked why Eve though, why a 7-year-old, Malik claimed she must have got in the way. But Jasmine stated he intentionally shot everyone. Malik was taken into custody, charged with 4 counts of hits, attempt, handgun violation, kidnapping, and robbery. As the community mourned the loss of 4 people, family stated Tamika was a loving soul and pillar of the family. Daquan loved his nieces and sister and lost his life trying to protect her. Anthony was a father with another child on the way he would never get to see. And Eve's dad's side of the family wanted it to be known she was a beautiful and bright little girl who had a 10-year-old older brother that loved her very much. Her father and the family had made arrangements to have her a birthday party March 14th that she was excited about, but she would never be able to make it as Malik did all this damage one day before. As more information came out, the death penalty was put on the table for Malik, in which it was described as a mass hit with over 4 victims, with one being 7 years old. It's up to the family to seek the punishment, as it usually takes more time dragging out the court procedures. As of now, Malik hasn't been convicted, and the case hasn't made its way to trial yet. Someone in the neighborhood bought the home and had people come out to plant a tree in celebration of life in memory of the 4 lives lost, including some of Eve's friends. They thought it would bring some kind of peace and hope to the neighborhood. Rest in peace to Anthony, Daquan, Tamika, and Eve. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to the family, especially the young lady who I call Jasmine. To go through that, losing your mother, brother, cousin, and child, and yourself barely making it, I hope she can one day heal and find peace from all that trauma. All this because of a $1,400 stimulus check. Malik is the real definition of a sucker. I can't even respect him as a man. Shorty had your seed and you was hurt about half the money. $700, taking food out your baby mouth, even when she offered you $400 and something. I feel Malik wanted total control, and once he saw Shorty was really standing up for herself and her people was on her side, he made his mind up, I'ma hit all y'all and be spiteful and inflict more pain and take the life of Eve and leave Jasmine alive to deal with that pain. That's a different kind of evil. Now you destroyed the whole family. Even your own daughter gotta know now that her father did that to her peoples over a few $100s. So remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, crazy story. Rest in peace, them people, man. It's a messed up situation, but I ain't gonna talk too much more about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Definitely be respectful. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.